Somebody was asking about MMOs that can be controlled with a gamepad, and I'd like to show you how I'm controlling Guild Wars 2 with a gamepad. It does not have native gamepad support at all. I'm using Steam's controller support to do this, and I'll show you the setup for that at the very end. I just downloaded the setup somebody else had and changed it a little bit for my taste. So on the left you can see the Xbox controller. This camera, which is actually the mouse, is my right stick. And when I go into the action camera, it's like I'm controlling a third-person game. Left stick is movement. Now it looks kind of analog, unless you're paying really close attention. It's not analog, it's emulating the keyboard keys. So you notice no matter how far I go left or right or out, I'm immediately running. So let me fight this moose. I'll show you my action bar keys. You notice I'm using all the face buttons for the attacks. I'm using the left trigger and the right trigger as modifiers. Let's see about these crabs. And this is an Aoe Attack. It's locked to the center of the screen and it follows me, so it's going to stay exactly wherever it's supposed to go. This makes it very easy to control it. Alright, crabs. You messed with the wrong guy. I'm going to take out this crab. Alright. So this, you can use the gamepad to control the UI menu things up here. I don't do that. I just use the mouse because it is a little bit fiddly, because without gamepad support you're actually having to move the mouse cursor around and click on things. And I did find that if, let's say I click on something like that, I'm sure there's a button to unselect things. I wouldn't know what it is because I never bothered to look it up. Oh, glowy man. Alright, so let me show you this Steam. Let me get to a safe place here before I show you that. I don't want to die. Let me show you what it's like in the Steam configuration settings. So we're going to switch over to the desktop, go to Steam, and so you added Guild Wars 2 as a non-Steam game. And when you do that, you might, if you don't see the Edit Steam controller configuration here, you might need to go into the big picture mode. I'm not going to do that. It is very annoying to move around in that interface, but it is in there. We're going to edit the Steam controller configuration. And we can see this is just how it's really easy to set this up. So originally there wasn't an auto run down here. I just added that in. And so you can see it's the R button. Because the R button set up the auto, that's the hotkey for auto run. So when I hit A, the game thinks I'm hitting R. And as Todd Howard would say, it just works. Now let's take a look at this. Oh, I hit the wrong. Oh yeah, here we go. So we have these different settings here. There's a lot of settings here. Most of them I have no idea what they do. We have mouse sensitivity, so you notice that's the right. That's the. If you hold down the right trigger, you'll have this mouse sensitivity. Hold down the left trigger, you'll have this mouse sensitivity, which you can change. This is the default right here, and it's super fast. It's really weird. And you can see all the skills are on the face buttons there. We have pretty much everything you want to do is on the gamepad. The only thing is I haven't found on the gamepad are just all the little UI buttons. Those do have hotkeys, so if you wanted to, you could add a hotkey. You could add another modifier button or whatever to switch over to like those UI things. And so this is the person's config I downloaded, and I modified it for myself for my own taste. They put the auto run on this push on the stick, and I don't like that because the Xbox controller stick is very stiff and it hurts my thumb to push it in. So I just threw it over on the A button, and I never bothered to take it off here because I have nothing else to put there, and I'm a very lazy person. And this doesn't work with just an Xbox controller. It also has support for the PlayStation 4 controller, Steam controller, of course. I believe any DirectX controller will work with the Steam config. But I hope this helps anybody else that wants to use a gamepad with Guild Wars 2.